Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Forefront Freedom Podcast. I'm your host, Alex Franks, and today I have a full-length episode for you. It's been a while, but if you're new here, we have 3 episodes. Number 1 being The Breach. That's where I try to get you past the threshold of purpose into the forefront of freedom. Number 2, we're going to have the full length where I'm going over one of the 4 pillars: faith, family, fitness, finance, and those 4 pillars hold up your future. And we'll discuss those in depth just to get you going, get you thinking in different ways. And lastly, we have the Bone Collector. That's where I dig into those bones of truth in this confused world and this land of delusion we currently live in, and let you kind of think about it, mull over it, and get your ideas on it. But before I say anything else, I recorded this intro earlier, deleted it, but I have the show for you. So I have one question for you. Will you meet me at the forefront? All right, so let me give you the bluff or bottom line up front for this episode. It's called We've Forgotten That Good Things Are Hard, The Art of Hard in a Cream Puff World. This will be a blog on forefrontfreedom.com if you want to check it out later. But for this episode, let me just kind of break that down for you, because it might be hard to think about in this on-demand, streaming, no commercials, right here, right now, easy button lifestyle that we live. It's real comfortable. But what has it taught us? Better yet, what has it taken from us? See, when I think about that, when I think about discomfort and boredom and things that required some but gave a lot, I think about Mama's house in the summer. It was hot. She was probably red-faced from being out in the garden with the weeds, and Papa was out fixing a fence because the goats busted out. But the house was full of unconditional love. That garden provided happiness and substance for her. And then those goats, they were able to keep down the ever-present kudzu that tried to infiltrate the hill, right? So you fill the blank there. What have you experienced? What have you been a part of that was a little bit uncomfortable, but it gave that much more? Maybe you were scanning the radio station for hours, looking for your favorite song or that song you wanted to hear again, and when it hit, it sent chills down your spine because you'd been waiting that long for it. Or even more so, that letter after weeks of waiting from your loved one overseas across the pond fighting for you and me. It lasts. That feeling lasts. It gave extra, right? And it lasted longer. So if you know me, you know I love the book Comfort Crisis by Michael Easter. And in that book, he talks about comfort creep, which we're experiencing now, right? In West Texas, it's currently around 110 degrees. It's hot in this second floor office, but it's sitting around 75, maybe 76 on a bad day. But see, I got comfortable with the 73, 72, 71. I'm used to that. But if I step outside in that 110, I might think I'm going to die for a second. But then when I walk back in that 75, 76, it's like heaven. And that's comfort creep for you. That's allowing yourself to experience this comfort until it becomes routine, until it becomes an expectation. It's no longer a comfort, it's a necessity. But when I think of that comfort creep and I think about this life we live right now, I just look around at all the individuals that are living this filtered, right here, right now, easy button, dopamine lifestyle that we have. You have people that can't roll out of bed without SSRIs because we are so uncomfortable with discomfort. We are so against discomfort that we don't know how to react. We don't know how to live this life any other way than comfortable. Yes, there's some great things about comfort. It's wonderful being comfortable. I promise you. I'm right there with you. But it can't become an expectation to where you can't control yourself, to where you can't live this life without any discomfort, without any boredom, without any sacrifice. If you think about sacrifice and you think about what that means in the discomfort, it takes me to Matthew 21:13, where he says, "My house will be called a house of prayer, but you are making it a den of robbers." And if you don't know this story, it's when Jesus flipped the tables, right? It's when he was zealous for his temple. But I don't know why it never hit me until just a few months ago. Why was it a den of robbers? I just thought, that they're disrespecting the temple, not doing what's right. They're trying to make money. But no, it's more so they're robbing these individuals of their sacrifice. Because what is that? What were they doing? What were they displaying? Even if you're not faith-based, even if you're not religious, listen to this. Those merchants were robbing the individual of their sacrifice. And what is that? Their sacrifice, when they came into that temple, they were supposed to get their first fruits, right? They were going to get the non-blemished lamb or whatever it might be, maybe a dove, whatever it might be for. And they were supposed to take that and spend time with that, breaking it down, doing the things that they had to do that were mapped out for them. It took time. It took their assets, right? A lamb probably meant a lot. A dove probably meant a lot. Today, it might correlate to some amount of money, some amount of assets that you have. But more importantly, it's your time. And then to bring it to the temple, to bring it there and to sacrifice it, to give it up for what you had spent time, you had spent money, you had spent those things. You had a glimpse into what it took to make you blameless, what it took in the future tense when Jesus is killed and died on the cross for the ultimate sacrifice, a glimpse into that, to bear the yoke with him. But instead, the merchants were taking away this experience and ultimately taking away this relationship, which can be said for you and I. Because when we just seek out comfort, when we just seek out the easy button, the easy things in life, we're robbing ourselves of an experience that will make ourselves better, that'll give ourselves more gas in the tank for when life throws something else at us, because it's inevitable. You can choose your suffering before it chooses you. But in this life, we'd rather choose the quick happy instead of building the life that leads to joy, because we live in this seed oil, microplastic world that's flooding our bodies with ultra-processed plastic wrap existence. It's comfortable. It's very comfortable until it isn't. And just going back to the family pillar, I was looking at a study earlier that there's been an 88% increase in ADHD and ADD diagnosis since 2000, which is over 20 years now, which is crazy to think about. But what are we doing here? We expect little boys and girls to sit around for 6 hours, and then when they stand up one time, we want to fill them full of medications. We want to throw them tablets when it's hard, when we're tired. We're too tired to play, or we're too tired to play whatever it might be, to fight with them. And we wonder, it's hard, right? It's hard. You're tired. I understand. I totally understand. You're tired. It's hard to raise a good child, but it's easy to raise a bad one. It's easy to raise a bad man after you pawned off everything under the sun. Then you turn around and wonder what happened to your baby boy. It's easy till it's not. You look around and it's easy to choose not to go to the gym. It's easy to choose not to crack open that Bible. It's easy to not even look at your finances. Keep swiping that plastic money until the bank accounts run dry. To your family is a distant thought. To your faith, you don't even know where you are. You're in a hole, and you're taking all the medication in the world just to keep yourself from staying in bed 24/7. It's easy till it's not. And that is why we've forgotten that good things are hard. Yeah, it's hard to have faith when the world is how it is. It's hard to crack open the Bible when you're tired. It's hard to go to church when it's far away. It's hard to lead your family. It's hard to pray when you're hungry. I mean, just little things like that. But it gives. It's hard to raise your kids. It's hard to play with them instead of just sitting there scrolling on your own phone. It's easy to hand them a tablet. It's easy to turn on cartoons, especially today when it's just flashing frame rates like crazy to spike that dopamine in their brains. It's easy to do that, but it'll be so hard when they leave and you don't even know who they are. It's easy to sleep in. It's easy to have that drink. It's easy to just junk out every now and then. It's easy just to do your thing and eat what you like and not move your body. And it's even easier now with these injectables. But it's hard not being able to walk up the stairs. It's hard not to be able to play with your children, your grandchildren. It's hard to be sent to a nursing home because your muscle density is so low you can't even get your freaking self off the toilet. That is hard. And you're in a nursing home 20 years before you should have been because you chose comfort. See, it's easy till it's not. And lastly, it's hard to build a legacy. It's hard to build financial stability. It's hard not to buy the things that are glitzy and glamoury. It's hard not to keep up with the Joneses, right? To keep that expectation we have where everybody's in debt. Look at if you watch any of that Caleb Hammer guy, I love him. The credit card debt is at all-time highs with people just not even paying their balances. We're not even to the paycheck lifestyle anymore. People are doing payments on hamburgers. 4 easy payments of $3.99. It's insane to me. It's easy till it's not. Till you're facing bankruptcy. Until you would love to help that family member out. Till you would love to help that other individual out. But you have nothing to give. Your barns are empty. And another portion of that, and that takes us into the victim culture. Why do we have a victim culture? I'll give you a second to think about that. Why do we have a victim culture? Because it's easy. It's comfortable. It's easier to say, woe is me. It's easier to point fingers than to ever take accountability for yourself. It's easy to say, oh, well, my life's like this because of that. When you know the common denominator in your life is yourself. Whatever mommy did, whatever daddy did, whatever your boyfriend did 20 years ago was 20 years ago. But it feels good to get those likes and comments. And God forbid you agree with that individual. God forbid that you say, yeah, you're where you are because of that. Yeah, bad luck. Sorry. Yeah, they're going to get offended real quick because they just want that easy, comfortable rut that they're in that allows them just to point fingers at everybody else until you agree with them and you're pointing a finger right back at them. What do you mean? They'll perk up real quick. You agree with a woe is me individual that makes that their identity. Because the real virtue, I've talked about this before, the real virtue in victimhood is the victory. Let me say that again. The real virtue in victimhood is the victory. It's the hard part. It's not the easy part of being the victim and staying there. It's grinding out of that rut. It's showing the people behind you that it's possible and bringing them with you. Golly, that's a story right there. And that's the hard part, and that's why it's good. It's not the easy part that keeps you down there. And if you're down there, maybe that child, maybe that girl, maybe that boy that's in the same situation, they'll stay in the rut too because they didn't have you. They didn't have that image of victory over the victimhood. And that's why the easy, the comfortable is so destructive. Because there's people looking to you for that victory. There's people looking to you for that the affirmation, right? That yeah, you can do it. But instead, wallowing in this victimhood, wallowing in this comfort, whatever from every list we've talked about today, it's like that crab in a bucket mentality. By staying in that hole, you drag others with you because you show them it feels so much better to talk about what happened to you than to do what you're going to do to get out of it. And you pull them right back into that bucket where they say, well, I guess there's no reason to even try to get out. And that's why we've forgotten about how hard things are good, or in this case, good things are hard. And I just want to wrap up this podcast with a story for you. I want you to visualize something for me. You're standing there and you look out and there's a boulder, good size. It's going to be tough. Off to your left, you see a mountain. Can't even really see the mountaintop because it's so high that it's going through the clouds. And then you look down and there's a trail. It's about like a deer trail, animal trail, right? You walk through the woods, you know what I'm talking about. It's going to be hard. You're going to have to push through brush. You're going to have to push through high grass just to get to this mountain with this boulder. And that boulder is the weight of the world. It's all the things that's happened to you. It's all these uncomfortable things. And then you look off to your right. It's an 8-lane highway with a nice little gradual slope on it going downward. There's people on the left and the right of this beautifully manicured lawn and sidewalks. They're cheering for you. They're making it sound real good. They're making it look real good off to your right. Because you know, all you have to do is give that thing a little tap and that boulder's going to roll. But what you don't understand, if you take that easy route, if you take that 8-lane highway, that boulder's going to pick up speed. Not only is it going to pick up speed, it's going to hit everything from the left to the right. It's going to cause massive destruction. And it's going to gain things like a snowball effect you've never seen in your life until finally you've reached the bottom to where it's time to do the work, and it's in a gigantic crater. And when you look up, you can't even see the sun. And you're weaker from the walk because you've just been walking downhill, and that boulder is 2 times larger. But off to the left, if you take that harder path, if you push through that deer trail, through the bushes, to the thorns, to the thickets, if you start pushing up from that base camp and you work hard and you keep pushing every single day, and you push through the trials, and you choose your discomfort, and you choose your suffering, and you choose to do the hard thing now, and you keep it up, and you don't allow comfort to creep in your life, when you get to the top, just like when you're in that huge hole, you get this view. But this view is beautiful, and you deserve it, just like the person in the hole, because you chose to take the hard path like they chose to take the easy path. But here's the thing, you're stronger for it, where they're weaker, and I'm weaker too. I choose the easy path a lot. But the thing is, there's always time while you're living and breathing on this earth to take the hard path, to get out of that hole, to get out of the rut, to start pushing that dang boulder up the hill again, and to get back on track. And I would love to tell you right now that once you hit the top, the summit of that high mountain, in the long, lonely road that is the hard path, I would love to tell you you can sit there and just enjoy the view, right? I would love to tell you can just sit there and enjoy what you have done, but there's going to be more mountains to be climbed. But thank God you're stronger for it. You're stronger for the struggle. You're stronger for the strife. You've taken it upon yourself. You've buried the load. And now, instead of acting like the world's falling apart with every inconvenience, to think you have to have some kind of medication just to calm your anxieties, you have confidence in whatever might lie ahead, that you have the strength to do it because you've done it before. You took the hard path. You pushed through that little goat trail, that little deer trail. You pushed up the mountain on the rainy days, on the sunny days. You pushed that boulder up the hill, up to the next little cliff, up to the next little cliff, till finally you're up on the summit. And yes, enjoy the view. It's going to be beautiful. That hard thing, when it's done, it is beautiful. And it feels amazing to have persevered, right? But it's time to keep trucking. And one more thing, when you look around and you see the trials below you, if you see other people below you, bring them along with you. Lift them up, lend a hand, bless others, because that's the beautiful thing. These trials that you have persevered through, they allow you to be a blessing to the others that are going through the same thing. That's why victim culture is so disgusting, because you are robbing the world of what could have been, of you lending your hand and pulling them through the dark times. And if you find yourself in this hole and you're full of anxiety, depression, fill in the blank. Look up, have faith, keep pushing. You can start right now. Choose the hard thing. I'd rather have chosen suffering than to be thrust into suffering. And when I am thrust into suffering, when I am thrust into hard times, I know that I have a cornerstone, that I have a foundation to fall back on. Thank God. What a blessing. So I'll wrap up by saying this. Comfort is robbing you. It's robbing your family of the legacy you could build. It's robbing your body of strength, your mind of resilience, and your soul of real fruit. So my challenge to you is to choose suffering before suffering chooses you. To choose the hard route, to take the path less traveled, to push that boulder up the mountain, and to bring others along with you, to be a blessing and to leave this world better than you found it. It's time to start flipping tables in your own life. Start choosing the hard path. So that's it for the episode. And if you wouldn't mind, follow us on all socials at Forefront Freedom, and come visit us online at forefrontfreedom.com. If you haven't checked it out, I have a little test for you at forefrontfreedom.com. It's going to go over if you are drifting, or if you are breaching, or if you are leading the way for the people around you. And if you need it, I have the Kill the Ghost field manual at forefrontfreedom.com/store. Follow us on all platforms. It's been fun. It's been good. This is your host, Alex Franks, and I have one question for you. Will you meet me at the forefront?